Why, hello there, Internet. How are you this fine evening? Welcome. We are the Renegades, and today we are going to be looking at a quite sporting event here on the interwebs. A couple of years ago, there was a game that came out that was a little divisive, if I say so myself. It was Evolve. Evolve was a game where 4 hunters took part in a sporting manner of hunting. And it was against a monster that, by eating and consuming the environment and other beasts around him, could evolve into a monster. So, it was hunters versus monsters, and that is what JT Machinima has put forth for us today, and we shall watch, and I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, Internet, I'm just going to go ahead and curtail the comments. No, I don't know why he's doing that.
Why I'm doing it, I don't know. I just felt like you know, old chap sportsman. You know,
I mean, like I
hunting.
could understand you going with like the Richard Attenborough. You know, like
the Richard Attenborough.
You know, like the narrating Wild Kingdom or something. I could understand that. I don't know. You sounded more like a guy who would have these monsters' heads mounted on his wall.
Of course, I am always a sporting gentleman, and these monsters are quite formidable, especially in their home environment.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing, though. These things have nightmares about Micah, so it's fine.
Ah, Micah, of course.
We have nightmares about them.
Yeah,
they have nightmares about Micah.
And, of course, the chat is now having nightmares about Micah not being here because I can see it now in the comments section. Where Mewich.
Micah is indisposed.
He's sick. That's one way of putting it.
Micah has the single deuce.
He is instead of fighting the Iron Turd of Justice, he is fighting the...
Oh, don't. Don't do it. Don't say it.
The never-ending deuce of despair.
I tried to stop him. I didn't try very hard. Well, it wouldn't have worked anyway.
No.
All right, so, yeah.
Well, honestly, I've had that fight, and I've lost.
It's not good.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, of course, you had second contender in that fight at least once. But, all right, so the Evolve rap battle, yes. Hunters versus Monsters by JT Machinima. This one... who requested this? Who did this? Because this was widely requested on, I think, in the chat on last night's live stream. But I think it was also requested on the...
Actually, it's what I'm looking for on here right
Yep,
now.
We're checking the Discord.
There it is. It is Blood Dragon King.
Oh, hey, Blood Dragon King. Yeah.
So, Blood Dragon King.
There you go.
Your request.
You wanted it. We're going to do it.
Which, honestly... I'm all for this.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, JT Machinima has always been fun.
this is what we're here to do. We watch the videos that people want us to watch.
And we tell you what we think about them.
Then we talk about them because we can't shut up.
Exactly. So, I guess without further ado, let's jump right into the Evolve rap battle.
Hello, Spookman. I'm sorry, is this just the Predators? Like, is this just Predators? Because that's what it looks like.
No. This thing is...
Oh, I know.
Huge.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, Godzilla just called. You stole his look, you damn ripoff. Show me your face, I'll give you a makeover. Through fire breath, cause we got flamethrowers. Come on, let's go, toe-to-toe, close range. You throw rocks, I throw grenades. Sorry, beast, I know you want a feast, but when I'm through with you, you'll be on a leash. Travelers a poor man in a soul. We will never ever end to evolve. So if you don't get to evolve, you can take a wild guess who's evolved.
Man. I like how one of those was pretty clearly just Cthulhu. I am heavy weapons guy.
Location, moving right to it. He's behind this wall, and I'll shoot him right through it. Leave it to me to make this a fair fight. There's no place safe when we're calling airstrikes. Active camos up and running. Whenever we attack, they won't even see it coming.
I like that guy.
I'm super flying, I'm so big rapping. The critics say my rhymes are electric, and my lightning strike is twice as effective. If a Lovecraft nightmare comes to life, shout out to
There it is.
There you go.
I can take to flight, and then I'll fight you all. It's a sniper rifle to a lightning bolt. Travelers aboard, man, it gets old. We will never, never land to evolve. So if you don't get to evolve, you take a wild guess who's at fault. Better not
Man.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That abduction move is crazy.
Clever girl, are you clever enough? I've got plenty of traps and I'm setting them up. I'm gonna pin you
Yeah,
down
the
without
trap
letting
hook.
you. How's a harpoon feel? Is it getting you stuck? Get
Nope.
ready to hide.
It
I'm
ain't
ready
going
to
nowhere.
hunt.
Yep.
Field deploy, you got nowhere to
Oh,
run.
yeah.
So I'm not the
Put
guy
up
who's
the-
gonna smack you round. My tracking darts help him track you down.
Man. It's just like, all right, so now you're fighting Muldoon. Good job.
Yeah. Except this Muldoon is a survivor.
Yeah.
This is like Muldoon's great grandson who just like went like all out all out, balls out, just crazy.
No hunter left behind. But don't you fret, if you end up dead, I'll bring you back to life.
Nice.
That's not gonna work. If I'm gonna get the swamp on you first, summoning rock balls from the earth, I'm the monster really putting hunters to work. Drop some lava bombs on this track, then I'll wreck you with my tectonic attacks.
Oh boy.
Watch it smash, make sure you slip through the cracks. Travelers aboard, man, it gets old. We will never, ever land to evolve. So if you don't get to evolve, you can take a wild guess who's at fault. You better not let us evolve, or we're gonna make a mess of you all. Trust us at the end of it all, you will want a quick death when we get to evolve.
Man. That's a sweet looking game, although I feel like the microtransactions kind of did some damage to them.
They did. Well, that's the thing about, and also it wasn't just that. It was the pre-order bonuses. Even before the characters and the monsters were revealed,
Yeah.
they had pre-order bonuses. It's just like pre-order now and get a special pass to maybe get a chance of getting free access to the 5th secret not yet designed monster. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That makes 0 sense.
And it's like, okay, so what you're saying is before you've told us anything about the game, you're going to let us pre-order it for a chance at a thing that may or may not ever exist.
And you see microtransactions and pre-order bullshit. That's the thing about games nowadays. You see, I get it. Pre-orders can be a good thing to some degree. You know, it can show investors in the game, you know, that there's actual hype for the game, but at the same time, an over-reliance on that is exactly the problem.
Well, I mean, I guess the issue that you run into is pre-orders are a guaranteed sale. And they're a guaranteed sale based not on logic, but on gut reaction.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the case of some games where you have a track record of quality, for example, I don't know, I'm going to throw out Pokemon for right now because that's the one that's coming to mind.
Well, I was going to say almost anything by Bethesda as well.
Yeah, almost anything by Bethesda seems it's pretty strong, especially since, I mean, you know that there's a lot of content there, and what they don't fix, the fans will.
Exactly, and they're open to letting the fans fix it.
Yeah.
Nintendo, Sony.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now, in that case, pre-ordering makes some sense. You know, if you were going to go ahead and get it anyway, that's one thing. But pre-ordering based on, oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to get this game, but I do like the idea of that pre-order bonus. It's a guaranteed sale for the company for something that will likely come out later as DLC.
Yeah. That you still will probably have to pay for.
That you might still have to pay for. Yeah.
Which, honestly, that's why I like Rockstar, because Rockstar, all of their DLCs have been free. And it's because, and you see, here's the thing. People say, well, microtransactions in GTA 5. Well, the truth is, it's stuff that you want. It's
microtransactions. All right, so I used to be, and I don't know how fond I am still of it, but Valve had, I think when they went to TF2, and they made it free to play and added in the store, I think they got microtransactions fairly right, because all the stuff was either cosmetics that you could get through the main part of the game, or weapons that you could get through the main part of the game.
Yeah.
None of it gave you an overwhelming advantage.
No.
In any way whatsoever. I mean, that's how you do it. You know, if you're going to have microtransactions, make it so that, okay, I can get all this stuff through the main game.
Yeah, that's...
But if I like this and want to support the developers, or I want to accelerate the process a little bit,
then you can proceed with microtransactions.
Right.
Which, actually, that's what GTA 5 has done. GTA 5 Online.
It's not pay to win.
Yeah.
It's not pay to win or pay to complete the game.
Yeah. So,
one that got me was Pokemon Picross. So it's free to start, which is fine. And I like Picross. And so I'm like, okay, a nice new Picross app. I like this. I found the paywall so quickly that it was
excruciating.
Painful.
Yeah.
It was painful.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the point where the paywall hits. And it's not going to end well. So, like, I got through part of that game, and I went, oh, so now here's the paywall. I can't continue playing this game unless I spend several weeks trying to get to the next level. No.
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 No. Yeah. So, microtransactions, I don't think are nearly as bad as people make them out to be. But I don't think that people have figured out the execution just yet.
Well,
for example, Evolve, which I'm actually going to pull up that store page right now.
Oh boy,
because let's see, and also microtransactions to get exclusive stuff that should have been in the game already.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that kills me.
Jim Sterling gave a harsh critique of that to games that do that, and he's right. He's right.
He's absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. You know, the developers can release the game however the hell they want. You know, it's their game.
Oh, of course.
But at the same time, if they want to maintain rapport with their fans and make new fans, they have to put the game out there as it should be. Not as they think it should be, and then expect you to pay more to to have the complete version. You know, it's just like video games having DLC that's behind a paywall.
Let's see.
That's just like, I think Mass Effect did that.
Well, I mean, Mass Effect, yeah, like true ending behind a paywall is one thing.
Yeah. It's craziness.
See. Prior to release, Evolve received largely positive reception. However, it received criticism for progression system and light narrative gameplay, as well as a large amount of downloadable content prepared. Player base significantly dwindled shortly after release. It was announced that Evolve would be transitioning to become free to play due to mixed post-release reception, massive loss of player base, and DLC controversy. But 2K decided to end the game's support approximately 4 months later. So that's a problem.
Yeah, 2K could have made it free to play, and then after that, you know, they
Oh
could've,
yeah. Now see that
they could have tried to pull a TF2, but then
they could have. They didn't.
But then they were just like, well, people don't like it, so we're just gonna axe it, even though they dumped a whole shit ton of money into the development of the said game.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Yeah. So Evolve Stage 2, free to play. Yep. Okay, so they did update. All content is available in-game and can be unlocked through play for free. No buy-in or box required.
Well, there you go.
That's good.
That's how it should have been. It's just too little too late.
Yeah. And this game is dead now.
So, yeah, there you go. And that's sad because a lot of people I knew were very hyped about this game.
Yeah, I mean, and
it's like Achievement Hunter.
Super hype.
Achievement Hunter was ultra hype about it. As a matter of fact, they did a pre-release Let's Play of it, and it was fun. You know, it was Jack as the monster, and everyone else hunting down Jack, and Jack was like taunting them from a distance. He's like, they're like, "Where are you, Jack?" And Jack was just like, "I'm nowhere to be found." Actually, and
yeah.
Ryan was the monster at one point too. He's
of
like,
course, Ryan was the monster at one point.
He's like, "I'm hiding, but do you know where I am?" I'm right here. Ah!
Yeah,
and he comes up and grabs Gavin, and Gavin's like, "Ah!"
It's like, bollocks.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except he actually like let out one of his typical Gavin screams. Ah! Ah!
Yep. And it's just like, "Oh, he's got me! Oh, he's got me!"
Yeah, it was some fun stuff. But you see, they had the pre-build hype, they had the pre-release hype for it. It's just their execution during release was just But there was always a little bit of a sour taste in people's mouths, you know, from the pre-order debacle and everything.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, that can be washed out as long as the game is good. Which the game is good.
And like,
if
the game is good and the DLC is fairly priced, which I remember looking at some of this and it wasn't.
No.
It was not fairly priced.
Yeah.
For the amount of content you were getting.
So, honestly, they had a chance to build a new franchise with this. You know, here's the thing: if they would have developed a single-player story mode that was actually online co-op.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could actually what it could be is that it was a mercenary group, and in order to go after a certain monster, you had to have certain players who were, you had to have certain players with you.
So essentially, if they did it in sort of a Monster Hunter type style.
Yeah, kind of like Monster Hunter, because and the online play, you can actually like increase the cut to lure in players of higher level.
Mm-hmm.
You could just be like, well, we're offering a 40% cut to a grade A trapper. If someone's interested, because we need a good trapper to get this monster here. I mean, why not approach it like that in terms of single player mode? And single player mode, it progresses, and depending on the character you play as, you see their side of the story. And in order to get the full ending, you have to play every single character all the way through until the end. And then by doing that, you unlock the entire story, and then boom. Right there, right at your fingertips is the entire storyboard. As soon as you play as everybody, and you see that entices you to play as everybody. And from what I understand, all the characters were fun to play as. The hunter, the tracker, the sniper. I mean,
yeah, and then but another problem is, let's say somebody gets into this game because they're like, oh, this would be a cool single player experience.
Okay, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Well, who's to say they can't have offline co-op as well, where you play with bots?
Well, I mean, but the thing is, that was never included.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's.
And it's like, the story's kind of light, and I mean, I know you can say, oh, well, you don't get into it for the story, and it's like, well, everybody has these different things that they value going into the game.
Yeah.
And, sure, you're not going to get you're not going to get everybody to love this game, but if you don't do it right so that at least some people like your game,
Yeah, if you focus on focus groups instead of the general populace,
or you focus on making money by selling people the rest of a game they already bought,
you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. Because
Alright.
that's what was happening here.
Yeah.
Was they were selling people the rest of a game they'd already bought.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
No. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this one. This was fun. The rap
was really good.
Tremendous.
I'd go so far as to say the rap was probably better in the game.
I'd probably say that too. So JT Machinima killing it once again with this. Honestly, Hunters versus Monsters, the Evolve Rap Battle. I was gonna say JT Machinima almost at 1 million subs, almost there, but guys,
getting real close.
Yep, check them out. Show them some love. Let them know who sent you. Let them know who sent you to them.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, because we love JT Machinima, and actually, we're like if other channels have liked the stuff that we've done, and actually JT Machinima has actually commented and told us that they like what we do.
Hey,
yeah, and also
isn't that nice?
Yeah, and Team Headkick, who also collaborated with JT Machinima at one point. Because we've had them, we had CinemaSins, and they love what we do.
People are nice. People are cool.
People are nice. So anyway, there's the video. There's the link to the original video down below in the description. Go there, show JT Machinima some love, and all that fun stuff. And until next time, everyone, signing off. I'm Nate,
and I'm Ben,
and we will see you later, everyone. Peace out.